I was not yet born, but I can still face the consequences. I could feel the pain from the wounds of those who fought for freedom. The wounds are too deep to be healed. The heart is surrounded by blood caused by hate. Sometimes I feel like we are facing a losing battle. The load that we are carrying on our shoulders is full of sorrow. We can still sense the pain and anger. The back of our minds is covered by the dark, like a cloud full of rain, but yet there is no freedom. Through pain and tears, but the future has been given to us. If we are brave enough, we can stand up and continue to fight. We accept the past as a part of our history. The future has been handed to us and it's a bright one. I was not yet born, but I can still face the consequences.
My name is Lindwesi Shuba. I live in Delft and I'm an AVA volunteer. I'm a young South African. I'm a child of a country famous of its struggle against oppression. But we as young people don't think about that when we finish school. Just under a half of South Africa's young people are unemployed, and a third of our youth are unemployed and receiving no training or education. 3.5 million young South Africans are sitting at home with no opportunities to build positive futures.
Because it's such a big problem and there are so many kids who need to be helped, people think that there's going to be a quick fix. It's not something that can be addressed by a 6-week workshop.
But South Africa has a strength that some of the people might not know about it. In South Africa, there are over 100,000 non-governmental organizations. Many of them are doing incredible jobs. The number of different problems that these NGOs tackle in our country is outstanding. NGOs are also a very friendly places to get working experience. The people who work in these organizations are not driven by profit, but their main goal is uplifting their communities. They will understand if a young employee or a volunteer makes a mistake. That is where AVA comes in. AVA is an organization that connects young South Africans who are out of school to NGOs where they can volunteer and make a difference while gaining valuable work experience. AVA carefully connects potential volunteers to NGOs that align with the volunteers' passions and work interests. AVA acts as a connector between the NGOs and the volunteers. Throughout the program, AVA provides a listening ear and a helping hand for any issues that the participants may have. AVA helps to facilitate an agreement that leaves all parties happy. The volunteers also sign a contract which commits them to volunteer for a period of time, usually 6 months to a year. AVA volunteers also receive a weekly travel allowance to make sure they get to work and back. In 2013, AVA ran a pilot program. Almost 30 young people from Cape Town were brave enough to make a difference in their communities by joining AVA. This is what they said about the program.
It's awesome here. It's really nice. Learning things, experiencing things. You gain loads of experience through the workforce and you know what is expected from you.
They're giving us a chance to get somewhere in life, to get those experiences as well. Especially getting people with no experience off the street and just giving the chance to get somewhere in life. But with the admin work and the admin tasks in the office I do, as a young person with no experience at all, going out there looking for a paying job, it's tough. And it gives you the opportunity to get the experiences, to get a better job and a better salary one day.
It's made me a lot more flexible, and it's also helped a lot with my interpersonal skills and communication. It's also given me a lot more confidence. I've made some really close friends. I've really seen how you need to be flexible with other people and a lot about compassion as well. It's shown me that whatever career I do choose in the end or end up doing, that it has to be something that involves serving and helping other people.
I've seen things that I didn't know how they're done. I've learned how to help people, like people who are in need, so I can make them feel more wanted.
Most of the time I wake up knowing that I'm doing what I love. Whatever I do here, I dedicate myself to what I'm doing. And if you wake up and then come here to AVA, You will learn more about the things that you have never done before. It's not about learning about work, it's about learning to interact with people. If you want to volunteer, come and volunteer. Believe in yourself. Doing the right thing is not about doing a big thing, it's about starting from the smallest thing to do the right thing.
The host NGOs were also impressed by AVA program. This is what they said about their experience working with these volunteers.
He's been a help to me. So he knew the products that we were working with, and he was kind of a guide to me.
And I had no one to help me, so Daniel kind of filled in a big gap for me.
Because some volunteers are more willing to give, they're more keen, they're here on time, they're passionate, they want to get going, and they use their own initiative and they get involved wherever they can.
This is why he's doing a good job with me. He's not lazy. If I'm going to the community, she wants to go.
So it is a wonderful opportunity, and it actually goes both ways. And it also gives them a safe environment to learn skills on how it is in the big world out there. But it also is really a benefit for the NGO, and since we've been involved, we've recommended AVA to 2 NGOs already and recommended them as us as a referral.
AVA volunteers has been helping. They've been excellent, all of them. There's no exception, they've really been excellent. I can give them any task to do, and go where I need them, and they always do what they're told to do, and they are just a happy, joyful, pleasant lot. It's really a pleasure to have them.
But AVA's work goes much deeper than just connecting. After the 3-day orientation course at the beginning of the program, volunteers receive a constant support in the form of a monthly motivation forum. These are gatherings that happens every month, which every volunteer attends. The volunteers get a chance to share their experiences and talk about issues that they are facing. We are also exposed to many different workshop facilitators who help to educate us about many different aspects of becoming a working person. We learn to write motivation letters, design our CVs, and write professionally. We also do a lot of process work, and we are encouraged to be aware of our feelings during the program. We create art.
This clay that you're holding in your hands holds the potential for your vision to be born.
We write and we do interesting activities. The combination of a monthly motivation forums and a constant assistance from AVA officials throughout the program means that we are very well supported during the program.
We are very close to our volunteers, we know all of them. I think AVA is a program that invests in young people, takes the time to show them what it means to work, what they need to do and why they need to do it. And at the end of the year you'll have kids who will be sustainably employed, who will have sustainable lives, who have better chances.